welcome to Wages of Cine's 31 Days of Horror 2016.
31!
31! I am Eric Miller. This is...
I'm Claire Chavez.
The lovely Claire Chavez. And we are in the house of Claire. On Claire's awesome couch. What did we review?
We are reviewing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one.
The OG original.
It's so good.
From 74.
Ooh.
What happened was true.
Directed by Toby Hooper, he's well known. It stars all the main cast were relative unknowns because they had a real small budget. So they got local actors. The most famous actor I believe is Gunnar Hansen, who plays Leatherface. You never actually see his face, but you can't forget Leatherface. Quick synopsis of this. This is one of those, based on a true story, but not really.
Yeah.
5 teens driving through the country.
Texas.
Or Texas.
Dude, if you've ever driven through Texas, it takes forever.
Well, since the movie's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
I'm
going to go with it being located in Texas. Eric won.
Country is not. I could be totally wrong.
Country roads. Take me home.
Back roads.
Jim John Henson did.
Desert roads.
And they, I guess.
Okay, so they're driving to Texas because graves have been vandalized, and so they're trying to check on their grandfather's grave.
Yes, the two, Franklin.
Come on, Franklin! It's gonna be a fun trip!
And
Sally. Franklin is wheelchair bound.
Mm-hmm.
Sally is his sister, and then their 3 friends are accompanying them. So they go to check on that. I don't think their grave, the grave of their father, has been messed with much.
No, I don't think so.
And then they want to go to the house, their old, I guess, childhood house. Minor spoilers. They pick up a hitchhiker.
What does he look like?
He's creepy as
Kids watching this. No, you can say what you want. We'll beep it out if it's bad. Pick up this creepy hitchhiker who proceeds to do creepy hitchhiker things like, I'm going to cut my hand and give you your knife back.
He freaks out.
Yeah,
so they're like confined to this van, which makes it even more creepier to me at least, because the scenery of the road trip is very West Texas. It's flat and not quite gold, just kind of like dirt.
Yeah.
But they're clustered in this van.
Yeah.
And
they're stuck in this van, and Franklin, the wheelchair, is stuck in the wheelchair, stuck in the van, so he really can't move.
Yeah.
And I think he takes a picture and wants them to buy the picture, and they don't want to buy it, so then he just stabs Franklin, the wheelchair guy.
Yeah.
So they kick him out. He kicks the van, bloodies, marks the van. Excuse me. And they drive to the house, their family house, looking around, and the whole time, Franklin, the wheelchair guy, is kind of being whiny.
Sally, they took the keys. We don't have any keys. They took the keys.
Do what the other 4 are doing. The other 4 are coupled up, so they're up frolicking.
Like you do in an abandoned Texas home.
And then I think two of them decide to go swimming down in the
water hole.
The local water hole.
Need some water?
I had a chainsaw throat, no, but and the watering hole dried up, and then of course they see in the distance this house, and they're like, "Hey, let's go exploring." They come across, all the. I think there's a vehicle graveyard of all the vehicles these people have accumulated over the years, and then what probably is one of the most iconic scenes, to me at least, in film is, what I'm talking about. The guy, I think they go into the house. She stays outside and he goes in. And it's like he's coming out of a room and he trips into this doorway. And then Leatherface just comes out and he just takes his sledgehammer. It's like wham!
Yeah.
And the thing that freaked me out the most is you see like the quivering body.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, whoa!
And then he just like shuts the door.
He drags the body and then just slams that steel door, and that's like so awesome.
Mm-hmm. You don't really see anything. Like you see the action, and the action is what's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like you don't see the guy's brains or anything. You do see his feet, and that is completely like primitive. Like he's got no motor functions left to try and fight. That's like just muscle reflexes. And then that slamming door is pretty.
And then that's followed by
chilling.
the awesome, are you okay? Let me go in and see if I can locate you.
Kirk.
And then she gets grabbed, another awesome scene, which always makes me kind of quiver, and he picks her up and just meat hooks her. Like, I'm going to leave you here, I'll come back.
Yeah, the meat hook's pretty grotesque.
Yeah, so then, yes.
I think we kind of glossed over one little detail that I like. So the hitchhiker, while he's in the van, he's talking about his family, and he gives the group a background of what his family does, and they're butchers. So
the old slaughterhouse.
Right. So he kind of is like, we tried to do the humane thing and like super quick, but now we just went back to the old way of like slamming them down on the head, like.
Just boom! Goes boom! I like meat. Please take this.
Yeah, the quickest way to kill a cow.
Yeah. And so
it's kind of foreshadowing.
Right. And I think it's a little bit worse because you're talking about animals or he's talking about animals and then you see the exact same actions taken out on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I read so in this movie there's the 5 protagonists. There are 3 antagonists, baddies. There's the hitchhiker. There's a hitchhiker and I guess his brother, maybe, Leatherface.
Yeah, is a family.
And then there's I don't know if it's an older brother or a father figure. They never really say what it is. The guy who's called the cook. And the cook is the older man who runs the gas station and sells the barbecue, which turns out to be, you're eating people.
It's people.
And I read somewhere that it's those 3 characters kind of mimic the way in the slaughterhouse, because you have one person that marks the cows and leads them into the slaughterhouse in the hitchhiker. You have the actual guy who does the killing of the cows, which is Leatherface. And you have the guy who does all the cooking of the meat, which is the cook. And I thought I was like, I had never thought about it. It's a super awesome little insert note.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is where they've got Sally. They've killed.
Sally is the good girl.
Yeah, they've killed everybody by now. Poor Franklin. But they decide that they're going to eat her alive. They take her to dinner.
Yes.
And they've got their.
Grandpa.
I guess it's their grandfather.
My old grandpa's the best killer there ever was.
Hit that bitch!
Now this always freaked me out. Even though I've seen this like 4 or 5 times, every time I see the grandfather figure, he's technically the 4th antagonist, but he doesn't really do anything.
No.
Every time I see this character in this movie, I think, it's just a dead guy who's been dead and he's rotting away. But it turns out, Grandpa is very much alive.
Yeah.
And it just creeps me out when he starts moving. I'm like, whoa, wait, no!
Right. So besides the giant like door slamming, the grandfather figure is my favorite because he's the worst. Like he's so gross.
Yeah, and he obviously has taught them everything they know about the business.
And he just goes to like try to eat her finger, and it's just like the shot of his mouth and like her finger. Freaks
He had
me
to
out.
cut her finger to feed him blood. He's like,
Yeah.
That's when you first realize he's actually not dead. He's like,
Ugh, it's just the nastiest, grossest thing.
what? Okay.
So that is my favorite because it's so horrific. I guess this is a horror movie.
For back
so
in the
yeah.
for back in the day, this was a
Horrific.
very genre-defining movie. Movie. And in scenes like that, and in scenes
Yeah.
like the chainsaw and people up, which actually I think chainsaw only one person dies by chainsaw. Everyone, a lot of people
Drastic
get
it.
sledgehammered though.
Yeah.
A lot of them
Meat
get
hook.
sledgehammered.
We should have counted the killings. 1 meat hook, 2 sledgehammers.
One chainsaw. Or Franklin. And then so they bring her to dinner. We don't know if that's because they're just taunting her before they kill her, or if they're gonna like somehow bring her into the fold. We don't know. And then
Good point. They don't have any women.
she manages to get away, runs out, and then one of the cooler scenes I like is they run out in the road, and here's the savior of the universe Mack truck, which takes care of one. I guess it's too late to say we're not going to spoil. Yeah, but then you will get that. She gets away, and there's that another iconic scene of Leatherface in the middle of the road with his chainsaw just
Running around.
Just
yeah.
he's pissed off because he lost his kill, and just, then it kind of ends. She's batshit insane.
No, yeah, she's like screaming
Covered in
the
blood,
entire time.
laughing.
Screaming. Yeah, and so she finally, that I think is more iconic. It's just her covered in blood, screaming, and then turning into laughter as she gets into this truck that's like screeching away. I mean, she herself almost becomes a scary moment, even though she survived and she's the victim. Like, she's a more animated version of Carrie.
It is very. She shades, but of course this is made pre-Carrie.
Yeah, but she's still like
pre-Carrie's.
covered in blood, just screaming and laughing, and I think that is very eerie as well. Even though that she's the victim, she almost provides like that stereotypical last scare that horror movies always have.
All right, you ready for some series-itis?
No,
She's not.
you're not. I have
Keep
a
going.
couple of points to make, maybe probably just one. A lot of people don't like this movie because they think it's too slow. Yeah.
It's
And when
building.
you think about it, it is kind of slow. Like it's slow to build, and then you're just kind of like creeping along through the range. And I guess there's like some pauses between the murders. But yeah, that's the biggest complaint that people have had. They're like, I don't like it, it's too slow. But I think that is what makes it. It's grueling to watch, in my opinion. Like, I love this movie, but it's pretty difficult to get through, for me. Not because it's slow, but because it's like, it's a lot. It's very intense. How long is it?
It's an hour and a half. It's not
It feels like 2 hours and a half. For me.
I'm right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You have another point?
No, I think I just have the one. I just wanted to say, if you think it's slow and you don't like it,
Hang in there.
that's what,
It's worth it.
yeah, that's what makes it.
Yeah. It's just building that tension.
Yeah. You're just so uncomfortable the whole time you watch
Because
it.
we've all come across those old houses that just have, broken down, rotted cars, and you're like, should I be here right now, or should I turn around and get the crap out of here?
Always get the crap out of there.
Yes. I did also notice that Leatherface has 3 different outfits that he wears. When he's doing, like, when he's doing the killing, he has the butcher apron on. When he's at dinner, he has, like, the dress
Yeah.
and lipstick on his
Yeah,
and a wig on.
he does himself up.
He's looking pretty.
Mm.
Call him Leatherface.
Oh.
Yeah, this movie actually has 3 sequels. One prequel.
Really?
Yes. I think it's the beginning. One of the sequels is where it had a young Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger in their early days of
What?
acting.
I don't think I've ever seen any of the sequels. I've only seen the first one.
That's why I chose to do it first, because those are always the ones
Yeah.
before they get done. Oh yeah, 3 sequels, 1 prequel, 1 remake,
Mm-hmm.
a newer remake in the early 2000s. 1 sequel, ignoring all but the original. That's the latest one that came out, called Texas Chainsaw 3D. It's got 1 in the works. I'm making another one. It's called Simply Leatherface, coming out in 2017.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I happen, the newest one, the sequel ignoring all but the first, I enjoyed that one.
I haven't seen
Maybe
any
because
of
the
them.
lead actress is absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
Jessica Biel?
Alexandra Daddario. Oh.
Jessica Biel was in one of those, right?
She was in the remake.
Okay.
Yes, with Jessica Biel. And that, I don't know if that did well or
I'm sure it did. People love remakes.
not. Anything else before we rate it? Grading system, 1 to 5.
Mhm.
I usually do a poop scale if it's a bad movie.
It's not bad.
If it's a good movie or a good bad movie, we give it a scale based on something from within the movie. 1 to 5. Do you want to go first?
I give this a 4 Leatherface pink lipstick color.
Oh.
Only because, personally, I do think it's a little grueling. Like, I can watch it like once every 6 months. It's not something that I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I need some space in between. But I think that that is a characteristic of a really good film.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh man. I will also give it 4 because I completely agree. It's something you can't watch very often. It has to be like 6 to a year, 6 months to a year before watching it again.
Mm-hmm. You have to let your psyche recover.
It's so good.
It is.
I'll give it 4 Polaroid pictures
Oh.
that are taken in the van. That's probably the spark of everything happening because they wouldn't buy the picture.
Yeah, just buy the picture, whatever the
Don't pick up
weird.
hitchhikers.
Yeah, just.
You know what? Don't go to Texas. Sorry, George Bush.
I'm from Texas.
I apologize. Claire's from Texas.
I am from Texas. Fun fact.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before we
That's
yeah.
good.
Well, that's it for this review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 74, the original. Look for more original first of series reviews from myself and also from my cohorts, Dan Beck and Stephen Gillen.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And there'll also be some more. I'll invite you back for other reviews.
Thanks.
Because she's so sweet from Texas.
Howdy.
Have a good Halloween season, and we'll see you next time.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.